Why men have given up on women. Let's face it, the red pill community was not built overnight. As both a woman and a psychotherapist, my journey has been humbling to say the least. The number one reason that men have given up on women and on love is solely because the gap between men and women is getting larger and larger. With women, there's the movement of I don't need no man. And then with men, you have that movement of when women are a liability.
It's just not worth it anymore. We don't need drama in our life anymore.
I don't think men like women anymore. I don't think that men desire us women anymore, us real women. I don't think that they value us like they used to. Men aren't really putting out effort. They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to. Taking a girl on a date becomes an issue. You know, spending money on a woman is an issue. You should have your own money as a woman. Going out to do something fun is an issue. Why don't you just come over to the house and we could do something in the house? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. But I see women all over the globe complain about what's happening with men nowadays. Is it women that's not making themselves desirable anymore? Because there are beautiful women out here. Beautiful women, ambitious women, caring women, nurturing women who are outside looking for love, and men that just can't keep up with that. Like, they're not communicating with them. They're not willing to hang out and do fun things. What happens to the fun in life? What happened to life being exciting and fun and, going out and discovering the world?
Today's woman's attitude and character are undesirable.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
True, women expect men to chase validation through them, but a man at peace alone flips the script. His independence shows confidence and self-respect, raising his value instantly. Now, women have to work harder for his attention, questioning their own worth instead of assuming it's guaranteed.
It's the rude awakening that men have needed for thousands of years.
I have 4 big things to say about this, but first of all, I'm not quite sure where this belief came from that if more women divorce their husbands, that these men are just going to believe that it was all their fault and they're going to grow and get better. No, there's never just fault on one side, and men know that. Second of all, most men that go through divorce end up losing a lot in the form of lost time with their children and financially through spousal support and child support. So many men just feel victimized by the court system. Thirdly, a lot of these men that get put through the ringer, they eventually build themselves back and they realize that they're a lot happier being single. It's actually a lot more peaceful for them. And fourthly and lastly, a lot of men never want to get married again, or in the first place, because they hear women like this talking about divorce as if it's some sort of punishment for her not being happy, as if his needs and the family's needs have nothing to do with it. And men are smarter than that.
Men aren't just imagining victimization in the courts, they're living it. The system strips them of money, time, and dignity, leaving them as nothing more than walking ATMs. The harsh reality sinks in fast. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. She was never truly yours, just your turn until she cashed out.
If you look at the stats on who's happiest, the happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
And married men
are the happiest.
are the happiest groups of people. Like, not married women. Married women, like, end up doing all the jobs, and, you know, married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women. And married men are really happy because they get everything done for them, basically.
There's no study backing her claims, but we do know the most medicated group is single women past a certain age. That says it all. And here's the kicker. When a wife is miserable, she drags the whole marriage down with her. An unhappy wife means an unhappy husband, because she'll never let him have peace.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're gonna fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast.
9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree.
Are they happy?
I've been lonely
I
and happy.
disagree.
You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still
miserable.
Keep in mind podcast. Yeah, you better keep it in mind.
Choosing loneliness over misery is the smarter choice, because misery infects every part of life, even when you're surrounded by people. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be managed with hobbies, purpose, and personal growth. You can build peace and fulfillment alone, but you can't fix a toxic marriage draining your soul. Freedom, even with solitude, offers hope and possibility. Chains of constant misery offer nothing but slow decay. Better to be free and lonely than trapped and broken.
Here is why intelligent men stay single. At work, being logical is rewarded, but that doesn't work with dating. Women want to feel emotions. This means flirting, telling stories, and making her laugh. Only when you stir her emotions can her attraction for you grow.
Notice how it's always about what she wants, never about him. Her needs, her emotions, her fulfillment. Men's needs get ignored, dismissed, or treated as irrelevant. Women chasing feelings aren't in relationships for the man, they're in it for themselves. Remember, she wants emotions, not yours, just hers.
Do you think men are happier when they are single or in a relationship? This question comes up because I got into a bit of an argument on Facebook this week because someone had posted a very long and detailed post alluding to just that fact, that men, when they are free to pursue their own goals, see who they want, and hang out with friends, and do all the things that they want to do, are actually happier than when they're in a relationship. And I agreed, because the reality is that men typically give up their goals and hopes in lieu of whatever she wants them to do. Of course, this led to a lot of arguments and a lot of hate from the women at me, which I am very much used to, which is fine. What I want to know is,
Men may deal with a messier house when single, but the peace is worth it. Better a little disorder than being drained, disrespected, or used. Modern relationships often bring more stress than support, making single life far more rewarding and less aggravating than a toxic partnership.
When you get enough lonely single men in their young ages of like 20 to 30, right, with no family, no kids, nothing to die for, to stand for, you're going to have public tragedies keep happening. Soon they'll start targeting higher ups in government because, you know, once the greed sets in from those at the top and they take more and more and more and you're left with nothing, then you'll really see the, quote, revolt everybody talks about.
He's spot on. An entire generation of young men stripped of purpose, family, and hope is a powder keg. Society keeps bleeding them dry, while elites hoard wealth, then acts shocked at the rage. Ignore them long enough, and despair won't stay quiet. It'll erupt into chaos.
I can't see one single positive
argument for staying single today. We're having a cigar the other day with this guy when we did the live podcast. He's 35 years old, makes millions, but he doesn't want to get married. He says, it's too risky getting married today. I said, it's too risky getting married today. I said, man, it's too risky staying single today. Like, what do you think life is all about? Pulling up to a restaurant in a Rolls Royce? For what? Who cares? Those people that say, what a nice car, don't give a shit about you. Everything about life is investing in things that outlive you. Man wants to live forever, but we're not going to. The only way you're going to get a glimpse of living forever is by what you build. You have kids, you raise them properly, they continue your last name, you write a book, you make music, you make movies, you make something that outlives you.
True. All of this is true. Well said.
Well said, soldier.
Women helped create this shift by making relationships high risk. Divorce laws, social media validation, and attacks on masculinity pushed men away. After seeing others lose kids, money, and peace, men chose differently. Now they build legacy through work, wealth, and freedom, not marriage. Society can't blame them for adapting. Single men are going their own way.
4 reasons why being a single man in your 30s is awesome. Number 1, you're actually attractive to women, okay? A lot of guys spend time in their 20s not feeling attractive to women at all, but if you work on yourself in your 30s, you're gonna be a lot more attractive to them. Number 2, you're less desperate for sex. The good thing about being in your 30s is you're not a complete horn dog all the time. It actually helps. 3, you have money to finally do what you want and you're not sweating over the check when the bill comes. 4, you have less pressure to settle down and have kids. This is one of the benefits of being a guy as opposed to women who experience a lot of pressure during this time.
Your 30s often beat your 20s. You've learned key lessons, know yourself better, and move with more confidence. Financial stress depends on choices, not age. And marriage or kids? That pressure isn't exclusive to women. Men feel it too. The difference is, by your 30s, you're wiser about whose expectations truly matter, society's or your own.
You want to know why men over 40 are staying single? I'll tell you why. Because society raised women to be wives to careers, not husbands. And now the men who were once overlooked are watching rebellion unfold and choosing peace over chaos. These ain't excuses. These are the raw, unfiltered reasons men are walking away from modern women, and many of them don't plan on looking back. You better watch this all the way through or keep wondering why that good man ain't calling you back. Let's set the record straight. This ain't about men being bitter. This ain't about men being weak. This is about men getting wise, men getting structure, and men finally realizing what marriage has turned into and what it costs when you choose a woman who ain't built for submission, peace, or purpose. And if you're one of those women thinking, well, maybe he just can't handle a strong woman, sit tight. You're about to find out he didn't lose interest. He gained clarity. First reason, divorce destroys a man's life. Older men have seen it too many times. Good men getting gutted in court. He loses his house, he loses his pension, his legacy, and she walks away with half his world for bringing nothing but attitude to the table. Why would any man jump into a legal system designed to reward rebellion and punish masculinity?
He said nothing wrong, even on the behalf of our flaws as men too. Very well said, my brother. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.